Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Samantha here, the Huga Stitcher. I'm so happy that you decided to join me today because today is a very special episode. I have planned for you basically all of my past finishes that I have completed over the years. I have been stitching for over 25 years, and what you'll see is that I really had a love for, and still do, for Nora Corbett. A lot of the designs that I stitched back then were, you know, everything from the same designer. It's all I knew, and it's what I loved. And so today I'm here to share with you some of my favorite pieces that have been completed over the years. And I'm just going to jump right in and start showing you because I have quite a few to show today. So we're going to start off with, this one is called Morning Glory, and from Nora Corbett from the Pixie collection. So here she is. This is one of the first ones that I ever did. And she's absolutely stunning. Love all the gems, all the little sparkly beads. There's a couple of big ones in here at the end of the flowers, which I really loved. And I have plans to do a few more of these. My plan is to have a rainbow of pixies. So I have here the green, and up next I will show you the purple, which is Violet. She's one of my favorite stitches that I've ever done. She was so fun to stitch. Oh, so beautiful, right? I really loved these beads right in the middle. They like, I don't know what it is about. It's like a belt, and every single bead just clicked in perfectly. You'll see it's just all matched up. So pretty. Her wings. These don't take very long. You know, these were kind of like, you know, a month or two each one. They were very, very fun to do. Thank you for letting me share these with you. I've been really looking forward to filming this video for a little while. So I really wanted to have one place where all my finishes were shown in one video. So this is really cool. Up next, we are going to show you, this is Iris, I believe, yeah, by Nora Corbett. What do you think of this one? This is my yellow pixie. I loved the gold beads that are right in her dress. The big, beautiful, big gold beads. And then look at the skirt, right? That is so pretty. We have a few irises that grow in our backyard, but they're white and purple. Really, really pretty. But I have seen these ones before where they're the yellow and the purple. They're so beautiful. There she is. There's Iris. And the last one I have completed that hasn't been framed yet, which I plan to do them all the same silver, you know, silver frame. But this one is a little bit different. This is Tiger Lily, and I decided to stitch her on, I believe this was like, I think it was called like antique lace, French lace, I think it was. So it's kind of got that like oatmeal color to it. I really love the way that she, you know, it kind of reminded me of fall with the colors. So this is my orange pixie, Tiger Lily. There was a few things I changed about her. I didn't, at the top you'll see this back stitching, and then with the bead at the end. There was supposed to be some more at the bottom here, which I left out. I really like the way that she looks this way. Really, really pretty. One of my other favorite stitches, Tiger Lily. So beautiful. There she is. Okay, so that's it for my pixie. Up next I have a lavender and lace design that is, I believe it's called the Enchanted Alphabet, which I had stitched for my daughter when she was a baby, but never got around to framing it, unfortunately. Here, I'll move back a little bit so you can get it all. Isn't it pretty? Enchanted Alphabet. I can't see. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. This beautiful bunny and the dress was so fun to stitch. I remember I really enjoyed every single letter that came up as I was stitching it. It was really satisfying. You know, you get a little finish after each letter. The only part I did not enjoy about this pattern was the confetti flowers you see at the bottom here. It was just like one stitch here, one stitch over there, just all these little tiny stitches, but it does look amazing, doesn't it? So that is the Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace. Really cool. And then I have also stitched, these ones are called Letters by Nora. And I have a few different ones that I've done. First, I'll show you the letter S. What was really cool when I had seen these in the local needlework shop at the time, and I had seen that they had come out with these. And when I flipped the pattern over, it said, you know, each one of the letters has a name attached to it. And the S was for Samantha, which I was like, it's meant to be. I have to buy it. I have to stitch it. So this was the first one that I did. Really, really fun. So these were all done, I believe it's called Water Lily by Which Else, the fabric. And they use the Classic Colorworks flosses. Really pretty. So this is the only one that I've framed so far. This one is in my bedroom. I really love it. Really, really beautiful. And then this next one that I did, I just popped it into a frame that I had found at like Value Village, at a thrift shop. But I'm gonna fix the matting on this because it doesn't quite match this one. This is the L. Sorry about the reflection on that. There we go. A little bit better. Really, really cute. I really love this one. These don't take very long to stitch up either. I think this one took me like 2 weeks or something. And do you see those little butterflies? I had to attach those. They have no hole for when you want to attach the butterfly. So I used the invisible floss and just kept wrapping it around the middle to anchor those little tiny butterflies. So that's that one. And here is the letter T. Beautiful colors in this one. Those little pixies. Love. So good. So good. And here's the next one I've done. This is the letter J. I made these for my daughters and one of them for a niece. And actually I have one more to show you. That's the letter C that I made for my mom. Where's that one? It's in here somewhere. Here it is. The letter C. This one was really cool because it used a floss that was called Blueberry Tart, I believe, for the background, and it was really fun to stitch, and it looks great next to this goldy color, letter C. I thought that was, and it was just really, really fun to fill in. And I love how, you know, it's a filled in picture, but then the wings pop out, and these little like wisps of like water or something, you know, it kind of looks like waves. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I really love this one. So that's that. I think I've finished all the ones that I've decided to do in that one. So that's it for those. Okay, so next up we have a Barbara Ann Designs called Oh Halloween Tree. This is what the pattern looks like. I really, really enjoyed this stitch. This was so fun. This was back when I started to like, you know, maybe it's time to try something different, to try different designers. And this was like, you know, a little step out for what I was used to. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. So I'll show you what I decided to do. I had gone with using a darker fabric, and it was because I had leftover Twilight linen, and I thought it made it look really cool. It's kind of like nighttime, right? This black DMC really, really pops off of the page. And there was also some really fun metallic floss that was used for the keys. I stitched this back in 2020. Wow, it's been that long already. But really, really enjoyed it. I love the little eyeballs in the tree. Like, what is that? Maybe a bat? Maybe some owls? I don't know. Really cute, right? Really fun. I love that one. I do want to get it framed. I think that one's gonna be so fun. And then up next we have Cleo. This is from the Bewitching Pixies by Nora Corbett. And I have quite a few of these in my collection. They're really, really fun to stitch. This one is Cleo. I love the raven. So pretty. So here she is. Look at that. So good. Those colors just pop. I can see a little bit of sparkle there from those gems and crystals. Really pretty. I recommend these. The pixies are so fun to stitch, and I couldn't agree. Like the colors, they just pop off of this chocolate witch elts fabric. I absolutely love them. So fun. You should stitch these. They're so fun. And this one, I can't remember the name of it. I want to say Anna, but I should have looked it up. But I love this one because of the bow and arrow. Back then I was doing a lot of girl guides of Canada with my girls at the time, and I was like really drawn to it because we had fun doing some archery. It was really, really cool. But look at the cape, look at her cape and all those colors. Do you see what I mean? Like how these just like pop off of the fabric. I love the colors. Isn't that why we choose the stitches that we decide to do? Because of the colors. So good. So those are those. I have a few more in my collection that I'd like to stitch. So, you know, there's going to be more, you'll see more of those. All right, so next I'm going to share with you my latest finish. I have been working really, really hard on Mermaid of Pearls. I started this back at the beginning of the pandemic. March 2020 is when I had decided I was going to stitch this. And I spent the first year completing the top half of the pattern. I'm going to insert a picture so that you can see what I have done. I had stitched the top half and completed all of her beads. So I had done, you know, all of the white and all of the pearls that were in her hair, and yeah, basically had completed the first half of the pattern. And I'm so glad that I had decided to stitch her that way because there were so many beads in this. I have spent the last 2 weeks completing her and just finishing up the stitching down in her tail and then completing all the beads down at the bottom, and it was a lot of work, but I'm so thrilled that she's done so that now she can complete my set, as I've stitched 2 mermaids, and I want to get her framed so that, you know, one for each of my daughters. That's sort of the plan. So I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. So you'll recognize this one. This is my most recent framed piece that I have gotten back from the framer. This is Siren of the Shipwreck. She is my other mermaid who I have to complete my set. And I'll show this one to you. You might recognize that. Yeah, I'm so proud of this piece. Sorry for the glare there. You can see everything on my table. But yeah, she's absolutely stunning. I love this chandelier. All the crystals in there that she's holding on to, the flowers in her hair, absolutely gorgeous. The colors in this just pop. It looks amazing on my wall. I'll insert a picture so that you can see a little bit better. Now are you ready to see my most favorite stitch? This is probably the most enjoyable stitch I have ever stitched. This is Petal Fairy by Nora Corbett, Mirabilia. I love this one so much. I mean, the colors are absolutely amazing. Wouldn't you agree? But the part that I really enjoyed about her, I'm a stitcher who really loves block stitching. Like when you get a color and you just go. So you'll see a lot of this was like, you know, completing this petal right here. There was like, grab a strand, grab a color and just fill it in. And look at all of them. So her skirt was just so fun. And then, you know, I've never done anything like this before where it had the, you know, the stem of the flower coming up and over, and the flower, her looking up at it is so pretty. Her hair, everything about this stitch, I just absolutely love it. It has to get framed one day. I've got big plans for this one because I have done the other, you know, sort of the matching pixie that goes along with this one. I should say fairy, because she's big too. That has a flower and sitting on the stem that I'll show you next. But this is absolutely my favorite stitch. Oh, so pretty. So here, I want to show you what I kind of had in mind. The next one that I wanted to show you is called Bliss Fairy. Here she is. And this is how I would like to have them framed, like as a set. So they kind of create a heart. How pretty. So I want to frame them and sort of hang them, you know, obviously side by side. I stitched these back to back. Once I finished Petal Fairy, I knew I wanted to stitch Bliss Fairy, and away I went. Same fabric. I believe this was just called natural, probably been called for. Yeah, 32 count natural linen by Woodchill. Look at the pops of color on those. So amazing. Don't you love these? Here we go. I have another large one here that I want to share with you. This one is called Midsummer Night Fairy by Mirabilia. I stitched this one on a fabric that had been hand dyed. I'd never used anything like this before and I absolutely love it. Look at how great this looks. You know, I had worried that you wouldn't see the colors very good, right? Like the blues and the purples and her wings, but it looks, I'm so happy with this one. It's so good. I was drawn into this one because of the wand. I love, you know, fairies with a magic wand, and her wings were the toughest to stitch. It's all done in Kreinik. But the effect is so beautiful. Really, really proud of this one. Needs to get framed, right guys? Needs to get framed. So up next, I'm gonna share with you all of my reindeer. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do all of the Nora Corbett reindeer. We'll start off with the sled. How amazing is this? I remember stitching this and just being like, look at all those parcels in this sled. Look at all of them, all that white. They were very, very enjoyable to stitch. All the little white tags and back stitching them to make them pop. Gold beads, silver beads. This is an amazing Santa sled. I absolutely love this one. I do wish to I plan to frame this one. I would love to hang this up at Christmas time. Wouldn't that look great? And then I have another reindeer here that I would like to frame with it. I apologize, I don't remember the names to all these. I'll insert down at the bottom, if I can, I'll find them. I'll find the names of each one. I want to, a viewer had suggested this to me the first time I had shown these reindeer, was that I could stitch the name of each reindeer just in a little writing down at the bottom or somewhere in the design, so that you will always be like, oh, that's Comet, or, you know, whatever. And I'm going to find that. I need to find a little alphabet so that I can stitch those into each one, because that will look amazing. And look at all the sparkle in this one. I love this one with the red and white beads all the way down. So good. That stocking on the reindeer. So, so pretty. Yeah, so there's that one. And one of these is Donner. I finished this not too long ago, maybe last year, I think. Donner and this other one, oh, Vixen. Donner and Vixen. Here they are. Aren't these great? They are all stitched in the same colors, Like I have kitted up all of them and put them all together on one ring. The only thing that's different about them is that sometimes they'll call for a different crystal to go in the pattern. But typically they all have the same whisper tail. They have, these are called water lily silk. That is used in most of them too. And then yeah, different color beads. This is Vixen. And this one was, sorry, Donner. Oh, look at that saddle. Ooh. The wreath around its neck. So sparkly, I love these. I love having something to look forward to every Christmas because I start one every year and every year I finish one. So when I'm finished all my reindeer, I think I might purchase the 12 Days of Christmas by Nora Corbett because I love having this. I don't want it to end, right? I want to be able to have something that I bring out every Christmas and finish one. I typically start it in December, finish it in July. That's usually how it goes. Because I just finished one. I just finished it about a week ago. So Dasher. This is the last one that I have for you today. Just finished it. Here it is. Oh, look at all this one had so many beads. This is what took me so long. I had stitched this back in December. Stitching was all done. And I just recently put on all the beads. Look at these. I've never used these crystals before. That one's kind of a neat shape. It's showing up for you. And then everything all around here, this big wreath. So many like snowflake, icy looking beads, and then beads all the way around the border. This one's so blingy. Oh, wow, look at that. Yes, so fun. Go get these. These are fun to stitch. Stitch them with me. So amazing. All right, so that's it, everybody. Those are all of my finishes, my lifetime collection of Nora Corbett, a few others in there. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in today and for watching. This was an absolute joy to bring out all of my stitching and to look at them again and to share them with you. So thank you so much. We'll see you again soon because I've been stitching like crazy. I have got the huge stitchy bug. I have been stitching a ton, working on new projects, and I'm going to share that with you all very, very soon. So until then, take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.